Into Sohail. Oh, that made a lot of height. Like a helicopter.
Just look at that. And Mungia did a great job there. Tiny man, Mungia, not the tallest of persons, but he leapt in the air as he took that. Srinath must be quite pleased with that life he's extracting from this wicket.
Surely I thought he might have permitted himself a smile, but he's a slightly grim-looking individual. Beautiful Srinath. He'll have to be a little more careful of his direction here. Oh, that was a good ball from Srinath. Extra pace on that one. And Amer was looking to slash that ball out on the offside. He's almost admonishing himself there.
Srinath tempting Amer to have a go outside the off stump.
There's Srinath. Well bowled. That, I think, is a better line. That's what he'll be looking to bowl at. Try and attack that area on or outside the off stump without letting the ball drift too far away and be called a wide. India, in case you've just been joining us, this is an early start to this match, 8:45. India have made one change. They're playing Venkatesh Prasad in place of Prashant Vaidya. So here's Srinath. That's crashed through the covers. That's a great shot. Tremendous shot by Amer Sohail. Just a bit of width. Right foot down the wicket. Everything right. What a beautiful shot.
Absolutely delightful stroke, that one from Amer Sohail. Perfectly timed. Elegantly executed. Look at that. Right foot well down to the pitch of the ball. The flourish of the bat. Finding the gap. Going to be Prabhakar to continue. 13 for no loss. He's bowling to Said Anwar. He's clipped that out off his toes. To deep backward square leg. It will be cut off by Navjot Singh Sidhu. Running in from long. Said Anwar now gets into the picture. He's so far been a bit subdued. There you see. Neatly clipped away. Off his pads. Roll of the wrists. Ball travelling down towards deep backward square leg. Sidhu arriving from long leg.
Yes, Srinath. Oh, that is way outside the off stump. And good stop by Azhar. He certainly put back to it, but that was way outside the off stump. Once again, Srinath not quite able to control the angle, but look at Azhar, so sprightly in the field. He's moving around all the time.
First bounce to Azhar.
As Srinath runs in. 2 catches, slip, and a slightly deep gully. That's cracked away just past Azharuddin. He got a hand to it, and I'll tell you, it was remarkable. He actually got that. That was fairly flying off the outside edge. And Azhar really went for it. Would have been sensational had it held on.
There it is again. Short, slashed, and Azharuddin getting a hand to it. Technically, that's a chance. By Azharian standards, that should have been caught, but that was a great effort. Prabhakar continuing to Amer Sohail, and that is hard and high over square leg for 6. Umpire Robinson 6-0 to 6. Those, I can assure you, are Pakistani supporters who are acknowledging that. No marks for guessing that, isn't it?
No, not at all. No marks for guessing that either. What a shot, Chishti. Really picked it up very well. Oh, that's a good ball.
Beautiful delivery by Prabhakar. He's not going to take that lying down. There you see, that one just left the left-hander a bit. Said Anwar lucky there not to have got the outside edge. Otherwise, Mungia would have been a very excited man.
Prasad.
With the ball that leaves the left-hander being his stock ball, he really shouldn't be worried if he goes even further away from the crease and plays it. quick single taken by the Pakistanis. Prasad trying to, and if he had hit the stumps, it would have been goodbye. Saeed Anwar.
The timing there was absolutely immaculate. I was going to ask you, Sunil, whether you thought the Pakistanis might suffer from the fact that they're playing in their first match in the tournament, whereas the Indians had had a chance to acclimatise themselves. It wouldn't appear so on this evidence.
Well, it wasn't actually a bad ball. It was a good length ball, a little shortish perhaps. But Amir Sohail is in such a positive frame of mind, seeing the ball so well. As soon as he saw that it was a little wide, he used the full follow throw.
And to the other side, 4 more. .37 without loss, 8 overs bowled.
Smile.
Well, that's going to be a magnificent straight 6. What an amazing shot. Saeed Anwar using his feet, coming down the pitch and hoisting Prabhakar back over the top for 6.
Well, he didn't want to be left out of the action, did he? Amir Sohail has been scoring runs for Pakistan, and Saeed Anwar has been watching at the other end, and now he's decided that he's also going to get into the action.
Full toss. And got what it deserves, to be honest. And when the fielders are put out, Pakistan hoping that they'll have enough runs on the board that they can push into the gaps and perhaps pick up 5 and over, keep wickets intact without taking any chances, and then for the last 10-15 overs really press on. Perhaps he wishes he hadn't let go of that one either. To be fair, there was nothing too much wrong with the delivery. But these batsmen are seeing it so well. The pitch is so good.
And the pace is just right. The Indian medium pace is coming at just the right kind of speed for the Pakistani batsmen to use that speed to hit the ball in the gaps or over the top.
We're not far away from Chatterjee at mid-off, but far enough. It was in the air, but through for 4 runs. And Sachin Tendulkar just coming over for a word with Srinath. Lovely shot.
Yes, it was to Chatterjee's wrong side as well. Chatterjee is a left-hander, but it was very, very wide.
Oh, well bowled. Magnificent delivery.
This is the right line for Srinath on the middle and leg stump, leaving the batsman because that's his natural ball. And here he has Amir Sohail feeling for it. When he pitches it outside the left-hander's off stump, he's allowing the batsman to use a free flow of the arms and to hit it with the swing.
It's in the air. Tendulkar underneath it, but not quite.
That's great psychology from Amir Sohail. He just will not be dictated to by the Indian bowlers.
Tendulkar is out. Sohail has gone. Srinath takes a wicket. Pakistan 58 for 1.
Tendulkar, the man taking the catch.
Well, we were saying that Amir Sohail has this lapses in concentration. He's just hit the ball over Tendulkar's head for 2 runs. He's tried to repeat that shot, never got on top of it. And this time Tendulkar is right underneath it. And that's Pakistan's first wicket gone for 58.
Ghulam Ali.
Continuing.
New batsman in is Wasim Akram. It's a gentle little defensive shot. That's the end of a successful over for Chatterjee. And Pakistan stumbling in a bit of trouble. 133 for 5.
He is the wonder boy of cricket at the moment. That's up in the air and over the rope for 6 runs.
Brilliant shot. Brilliant shot by Wasim. He just picked up the ball and like he was depositing it in a trash can outside the ground. He just sent the ball there. Tremendous shot. Tendulkar just drifting down the leg side. And Wasim Akram just sending the ball right out of the ground. Chatterjee is not a big turner of the ball. He tends to bowl the arm ball a lot oftener than he does the normal orthodox left arm spinner's ball. Akram just struggling somewhat. Good work in the field there once again.
As you saw there, Akram didn't want the second run. I think he hesitated. First he stopped Inzamam, then he saw Inzamam coming down the track.
Sanjay Mansrekar, the fielder there. And Akram really had to go for that second run.
That one's clipped away. Off his toes down to deep backward square leg. Chatterjee, the fielder from long leg, the batsman settled for 2. 149 for 5. And that's 150 for Pakistan, and that's 50 for Inzamamul Haq.
Excellent innings, Chishti. Very, very good innings this from Inzamamul Haq. Came in with the side in a bit of trouble, and he's held it together. He hasn't taken too many unnecessary risks, and he's generally batted very, very solidly.
Well, the run's starting to flow again. And this man largely responsible. And the man really going well, popping a little bit.
Yes, I think the relief at having got a 50.
Well, there was absolutely nothing wrong with that shot. Fairly raced away over the outfield.
Well, it's a powerful hitter of the ball. Look at the timing in it. There really wasn't much of a follow-through of the bat, but it was a full toss. It went right in the middle, and a great effort there by Vinod Kambli, but to no avail. Pakistan getting a move on now after being bogged down in the middle overs.
Oh, great piece of work. Well, to be fair to Mungia, the foot was in the air for quite a while, but confirmation that it's not out. It's Kumble to continue to Wasim Akram. And the ball beginning to locate the middle of Wasim's bat.
Kumble coming in a little bit easier for Wasim Akram because he's using the spin to play his favorite shots on the onside. Wasim Akram, the way he grips his bat, he favors the onside when he plays, and Kumble's ball turning into him is that much easier for him to play.
A whirlwind innings from Wasim. Would be welcome. Big appeal, huge appeal. Turned down. Well, Kumble is not usually a very excitable character. He's certainly a bit excited here. The attempted Yorker. That's what happens if you overpitch a Yorker. Becomes a full toss. Well picked up by Chatterjee. It's well bowled, but well dealt with too. Again, just over-pitching a little, but it was a swinging ball of almost Yorker length. But Inzamam is in such good form at the moment, he can just watch it onto the bat and flick of the wrists, away it goes, down to fine leg for 4 runs.
Well, if you're going to try and bowl a Yorker, and you have the fielder in the circle on the leg side, you've got to be very, very accurate with your Yorker.
Kicked away nicely, a little bit of confusion, but safely back for the 2nd run. That's clear.
And that's a terrific short arm drive over extra cover. Use the bottom hand in it. The bottom hand helping the ball to be lofted over extra cover. Gets onto the front foot, and see how much the bottom hand has been used to scoop the ball from inside out and over extra cover for a boundary. Lovely shot.
That was so easily played. Waited for the ball to come. Now they are going back for a second, and that's good fielding by Sachin Tendulkar. Realised that perhaps Inzamam would be thinking he was through to the wicket-keeper.
There's Srinath. That's cracked away by Inzamam, and not quite getting hold of it, though. They'll have to hurry back for the 2nd, and we're going to have the 3rd umpire's verdict. The throw from Sidhu was good. Srinath had the bails off quite quickly. Wasim was struggling, but I think he might just have made it, but I won't jump the gun on that one. We'll watch the replay as it comes. The fielder there at long on was Sidhu. That's how it happened. Hit away on the rise by Inzamam.
It's nice pickup by Sidhu. Throw in, and Wasim struggling a bit there. He's not out. He agrees with us.
So, Wasim survives. The Pakistan section of the crowd is delighted. And Pakistan get 2 more runs. Run rate's gone up to 4.55. That'll do them no harm at all. Oh, good take by Mongia. Very, very good take by Mongia. It's called wide by the umpire. Mongia just wondering what would have happened if you're the 2nd late on that one.
Brilliant take. Down the leg side, straying further down. Mongia anticipated that and then dived towards his right. Lovely take.
Oh, that's very high in the air, but there's no one at all. I don't think it'll quite carry to the boundary. But this is exactly what happens when you bowl no balls and wides. These are 2 extra runs because they came off the extra ball. So, end of that over, and Pakistan 206 for 5.
Hit away over the head of the fielder at mid-wicket, down to the boundary. 4 more runs to Inzamam ul Haq.
This is really high-pressure time for the Indian fielders now, because both Inzamam and Wasim Akram are really going on the rampage. And Chishti's always been saying what a high-quality innings has been from Inzamam, and he's now showing that he can bat in a different gear. The time comes to up the run rate, he's there, and this is a beautifully played shot.
Farshad bowling to Inzamam. He clips that one away off his toes, down to deep square leg. Vinod Kambli, the fielder. Good return. The batsmen take a single. Oh, he's bowled him. That's the wicket India wanted. Farshad obliging. Inzamam is out. Bowled Farshad for 88. And this is exciting cricket, adding to the tension of the match.
Well, he was making room for that shot, as you can see, and actually went off his pads. Now, that's a tragic dismissal, isn't it? But it does. We've seen it happen so often. And look at Venkatesh Prasad, ringmaster Prasad, 214 for 6.
Welcome back. back. Zafar Iqbal, the new man in. That's the why he is here, because Inzimam ul Haq at last bowled by Farshad, leg stump, brushing the pad on his way, and Farshad is absolutely delighted, as he has every reason to be.
This is Zafar Iqbal making his debut for Pakistan. Chishti, I don't envy him at all. He's walked into a pressure cooker.
One of the most difficult situations for any young man to be in, particularly in the charged atmosphere here.
He's got an air about him. Good looking shot. After this, and as you said, just about 12 minutes to go. Good ball this again from Srinath. Because the rule is that if you do not complete your overs by the scheduled close, you keep on playing. But then when you come back to bat, you only get as many overs as you've bowled in that period. There is a proviso to this too. Oh, he picked that up almost off his leg stump. That is beautifully struck. That is a dangerous shot to play, but Wasim Akram hit it so beautifully. Just moved across, walked across his stumps, and that ball was timed more sweetly than anything I've seen.
That is vintage Wasim Akram. And if, as I was saying earlier, if Pakistan ever needed an innings from him, it's about this time. Look at that one. Just picked it up on the full and dispatched it regally to the long leg boundary for 6. For 4 on.
Oh, those are 2 easy runs, weren't they? Suddenly there seemed a great deal of lethargy in the field for India. They picked up 2 quite easily. 223 for 6.
Farshad again to Zafar Iqbal. And he's hit him hard, high and handsome over mid-wicket for 6. Well-timed, lustily struck over mid-wicket, much to the delight of the Pakistani supporters in this large crowd.
No playing in period in international cricket for Zafar Iqbal, Chishti. He's going out there thinking it's just another league match, showing very good temperament. I think that was beautifully struck. Doing a very good job in a difficult situation. What a shot.
Farshad again to Zafar. And this one's up in the air, and it's a no ball.
It's no ball.
No ball goal. It's all happening here, isn't it?
Poor Nan Mongia. He waited an eternity to get under that one. Thought he held it well against the sun, and it's a no ball. Well, beginner's luck, Chishti.
Maybe, or if I were advocating the cause of Zafar Iqbal, he must have heard it early.
Pretty obvious there.
231 for the loss of 6 wickets. And it's Farshad now to Wasim Akram. Go through for a quick single. Mongia fairly deep behind the wickets. 2-3-2 for 6 now, Pakistan. We are in the 47th over. Pakistan won the toss this morning and decided to bat.
Interesting, Chishti, that Azhar didn't choose Anil Kumble after that. He bowled 7 overs for 26. He normally tends to bring him back in the end overs. He's now got 3 to go. And when you look back at the bowling figures at the end, if he doesn't bowl now, it would seem a bit unusual. But I guess you've got to play it over by over. You've got to look at it incrementally rather than in the past. Probably thinks he'd be too expensive now.
Tucked away towards deep square leg, calmly runs round. The batsmen are going for the second. And they make it 2. Appeal by Mongia, disallowed.
Well, he did. Initially, he made no signal at all. And then he asked for the replay, so
I think he considered Mungia's appeal against that decision, probably. I mean, there you see that, calmly picking that up. He throws it in. It's a good return. Mongia takes it first bounce.
Oh,
Looks he's home, yes.
Oh, he's well home. I think that was the reason he didn't call for it right away.
I think so. And then Mongia must have said, please, sir, may I have a look at it with myself, just to make sure. There you see, not out. And it's Farshad now to Zafar Iqbal. He cuts,
Beautiful shot.
and that's 4 more runs. Wide of third man. 47 overs gone, 238 for 6 Pakistan. Side-on action of the bowler.
Oh, he's gone for that
That's
one.
up
It's
in the
up in the
air.
air. Just short of Sidhu. Sidhu's got a smile on his face.
I think Zafar Iqbal didn't get hold of that. See that? He came down the wicket and skied it. Sidhu there, I thought, hesitated for just that split of a second in between. Maybe it was that other fielder approaching who may have distracted Sidhu. Full toss and dispatched wide off mid-on to the boundary for 4.
He really clobbered that one, didn't he, Wasim Akram? And the crowd here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium is going absolutely ecstatic, and how often have we seen that before? Wasim Akram is setting the stands alight. Just shows what a great player he is, Chishti. Come at the occasion, come at the man. And Wasim Akram is doing it in style for Pakistan. 244 for 6. Yes, Prabhakar. A slow one, that's clobbered again. Oh, it's gone right to Azharuddin. You won't see that side very often. They'll come back for 2. Really, the pressure is really telling on the Indian fielders just now.
That shot should be recorded for posterity. As you see that even Azharuddin can misfield at times.
.246. It's 42 to Wasim Akram. Oh, that's clobbered. I don't think he's got hold of it, or has he? It's gone. It's gone. It's gone for 6. Pakistan going on their rampage in these end overs. And really, it's these overs that could make all the difference. Zafar Iqbal and Wasim Akram setting the stadium alight with some stroke play that is absolutely incandescent.
Full toss, and just look at that shot. Wasim Akram got it in the middle of the bat.
Just 4.3 overs for the last 50. There's Prabhakar. Oh, that's an anticlimax, just a single. It's called leg by. So Wasim Akram is 48. It's 253 for 6 after 48 overs.
Kumble to Akram. Good delivery by Kumble. It's quite refreshing to see a dot ball after a long time.
Come to think of it, there haven't been many in the last half hour.
That's right. There you see the field, only 4 men to be inside the circle, and they're almost just about inside the circle. And that is Wasim Akram's 50. Down to long on, and that is his second 50 in one-day internationals, and it has come at a very opportune moment for Pakistan.
Pakistan management is absolutely delighted. I think it's been a brilliant innings, Chishti. Very high quality stuff. Just shows the genius of the man. Came out with his side in a bit of trouble at 133 for 5, and he stroked his way through to a glorious 50.
He's come off 47 deliveries, and that's how he got it. As you can see how many runs on either side of the wicket. That's from one of the sides.
It's clearly favouring the leg side there, Chishti. As you can see, 43 runs coming through the onside.
Kumble to Zafar. Driven out very firmly, ball travelling very fast to the fielder there, Azharuddin. At wide mid-on, Zafar gets a single, lets Wasim Akram take the strike.
This has now turned out to be a very competitive Pakistan total. I think 250 must be some kind of psychological barrier. You get past that, you feel a lot better.
They run through for a single.
Oh, that must be very close, Chishti. Umpire Robinson is called for the third umpire. But Wasim was clearly struggling to get there. I'm sure there must be some...
Is going to wait for the third umpire's verdict. That Prabhakar picking that ball up throwing it in. Long strides for Kumble. Let's see what happens, whether he's going to be lucky for 3 times. So, lucky twice, unlucky the 3rd time. Wasim Akram is out. He walks away. He's done a wonderful job for Pakistan. And it's 254 for 7.
Well, it certainly looks as if conditions favoured the team batting first. Pakistan hammered 266 for 9 in their 50 overs, and their openers produced a great partnership of 58 off just 68 balls. Inzamam then picked up where they'd left off. He dumped 88, and Akram and he put on a 6-wicket partnership of 81 from just 12 overs. Wasim helping himself to 50 from only 46 balls. Kumble proved to be India's best bowler again, taking 2 for 29. Chatterjee removed Ghulam Ali and more.
First ball of the Indian innings coming up. First runs for India. Leg byes. Let's get the field in for you. There it is.
It's one slip and a gully. We have Inzamam, but first slip. Name is at gully. Then we have point, cover mid-off. 3 people on the offside. Fine leg and 3rd man out. Ahmed is at square leg. There's a wide mid on. And
Wasim Akram to Tendulkar. Tendulkar is in tremendous form, not only in the domestic cricket in India, but we saw against Bangladesh, he was really striking it from the middle of the bat. That's the onside field, long leg, square leg, mid-on. Akram to Tendulkar. That's a no ball, he bounced it at him.
that's a nasty one. Gets him in the back of the helmet.
And Salim, talking of the Pakistan innings, and particularly Inzamam and Wasim and then Zafar Iqbal, the next 133 for Pakistan came off just 17 overs and 1 delivery. They lost 4 wickets at 7.77.
That's one-day cricket for you. You see, but I think they did wonderfully well in the end.
Pakistan ended with 266 for 9 at 5.32. India required 267 at 5.34.
And just see the 3 deliveries Wasim has bowled to Tendulkar. You can see he's bending his back, you know, he's
Tendulkar, at a tender age, has already played 93 one-day internationals, 2,902 runs, 35.8 average, 300s, 21 50s, highest 115 against New Zealand at Baroda last year. India's highest in one-day international, Salim, has been 299 for 4 against Sri Lanka at Bombay in 1986-87. Their highest in the Asia Cup has been 254 against Sri Lanka at Dhaka. So India will have to score their highest in the Asia Cup to win this match. Goes out towards backward point. India requiring 267 to win. Good delivery from Aqib. Played out to mid-on. India's highest at Sharjah, for those of you who may be interested, has been 273 for 4 against Pakistan. Aqib's 108 matches, 118 wickets. And the best was that performance, 7 for 37 against India at Sharjah in 1991. Each of his wickets has cost him 31.5 runs. Gone. First wicket gone. Caught behind. Sabakar is out. And Aqib Javed has struck for Pakistan.
very good delivery there from Aqib. As we'll see on the replay, moving off the seam. Prabhakar committed to the shot. And there you look at it. Not moving his feet, moved off the seam. And India loses his first wicket.
India 2 for 1 in the second over. Aqib to Sidhu. The second over in progress, and Sidhu is the new man in. He has replaced Prabhakar. And that is why Sidhu is at the crease. Prabhakar out, caught behind of Aqib Javed. And he is now off the mark as he taps that one to Zafar at mid-on. That's the end of the second over. India 3 for 1. 3 men on the onside, all fairly wide, 1 at the boundary, 2 inside the 30-yard circle. Down to the cover boundary, 4 runs. The ball straying down just a bit outside the off stump. Well played.
Fine shot by Sidhu, over pitching. There's the last delivery.
Aqib continuing to Tendulkar, who gets off the mark. A bit of misfielding by Zafar from deep mid-on. The ball crosses the line, 4 runs. Wasim Akram unable to cut it off.
Tendulkar getting off the mark with a fine straight drive.
So Slip and Gully, the 2 men in catching position, and then there is the 3rd man, point, cover, mid-off. That's the offside field. There's an appeal for a catch behind, and he's out. The wonder boy departs. Caught Moin Khan, bowled Aqib Javed, and India are 11 for 2.
As a look at the replay, outside the off stump, going for a pull, making it
11 for 2. And Azharuddin, the Indian captain, arrives in what can be described as a troubled situation for India, and that would be an understatement. He's facing Aqib, who's got both the wickets to have fallen. That's a no-ball call because I think it was a bouncer. Aqib greeting Azharuddin with that bouncer. Good afternoon, captain, he must have said.
well, testing him. Azharuddin is coming at a critical stage. Is the last one. Yes, pretty nippy one too, Chisti.
And a no-ball because it was going high over the shoulder.
So fine shot.
Beautifully cut away by Azhar for 4. It had a touch of majesty in that, as if he's banishing someone from his presence.
Basically, if you look at that, too much room outside the off stump. That's a shot he plays particularly well.
Another section of this very large crowd, but as I said, not a full stadium. Usually an India-Pakistan encounter on a Friday draws a very, very full Sharjah stadium. The next one, they're going through for the second, and they'll make it 2. Good running between the wickets. And this one's a cut away towards deep backward point. Third man cuts it off. The batsman home for a couple.
Nice shot by Sidhu. Played on the up, controlling the shot. Nice bit of running around the boundary line there. Sidhu into double figures. It's a good delivery. Nicely played away.
That one played wide of mid-on. And Sidhu helps himself to 2 more runs. Sidhu facing Zafar Iqbal. And that's a beautiful shot by Sidhu. What a glorious cover drive. Off the front foot. He executed it well, placed it well. 33 for 2.
So the required rate creeping up towards 6 and over, which is always reckoned to be the sort of cut-off point, that they wouldn't want to be going for many more at this stage in the innings. Well, far too much width there. Not quite timed. Have to hurry for the second, but safely home.
Well, a lot of width over there for Azharuddin to come and play his favorite square cut.
Falling away from the required rate. The yellow line is the rate at which India are scoring. The red line is the required rate, and they won't mind if they don't get up to it or past it until the very last ball of the game. Akib Javid. That was a slower one, and he's got in. Well, how often does that happen? It's a bad ball, in as much it was tried to be held back as a slower delivery. It certainly was. Very full pitch, and coming, I would suspect, somewhere off the splice. Azharuddin unable to adjust to the height of the ball and giving a fairly simple catch.
Yes, sometimes these full tosses are very deceptive. We don't know where to keep them down and how to keep them down. Azharuddin wasn't able to do so. India have lost their 3rd wicket for 37.
पेश है स्माइल थ्रोट ड्रॉप गला खुल जाए सांसों में ताजगी लाए.
Feel the heat in June as Star Sports serves up another month of sizzling sports action. The biggest Grand Slam of the year, Wimbledon 2000 Live. Will it be a...
Welcome back to Sharjah. The incoming batsman is Vinod Kambli, and the reason he has arrived is because Azharuddin has just departed, caught off a slow full toss at mid-wicket by Asif Mushtaba, off the bowling of Akib Javid, who picks up his 3rd wicket. And India now 37 for 3 in the 11th over. Kambli has a good look round the field. Sidhu is at the other end, not out 17. He's batting well, but desperately needs someone to stay with him now. Perhaps Kambli will be the man. And Pakistan making as good a start with the ball as they made with the bat. Details of Vinod Kambli, still only 22, 56 matches, and 1,620 runs. 1 century, 11 50s, averaging well over 42. India would love him to add to that century tally. Double is bowled. Well, Akib Javid strikes. Kambli going all the way round it. And that is a tremendous breakthrough. Kambli has gone.
Well, we've seen Vinod Kambli move across outside his off stump. See how far he's moved across, leaving his leg stump exposed. And that's the 4th Indian wicket gone for 37. Hung in there in spite of the wickets falling at the other end.
And Sidhu's 50 has come off 51 deliveries, of 51 runs, 71 balls and 7 fours. 6 wickets in hand, 24 overs left and 162 runs required. But that Look at that required rate, 6.75. So an awful lot of runs to get off each over.
That run rate is going to keep creeping up unless Sidhu and Manjrekar get a couple of boundaries in each over for the next 10 overs.
Asid Mustafa. This is Zafar Iqbal. He's out. Given out, LBW. So Zafar Iqbal strikes, and Navjot Singh Sidhu is on his way. A fine innings from him, 54. But India now 106 for 5.
Yes, Navjot Singh Sidhu trying to play the ball to the onside, missing it completely, trying to make a forcing shot of it, and that's the first wicket for Iqbal, 105 for 5.
About that is well deep in the danger area.
It is still over the danger area, I would say. Anything over 7, I think it's a bit difficult.
Oh, Manjrekar went for that again. He really has decided he's going to go for everything.
Well, with the only 3 fielders on the onside, I think he can manage to take some risk.
They certainly bowled to his line there. But Manjrekar not quite getting hold of that one at all. Still a single result.
Well, you can expect some runs for Mongia. He has, as far as batting is concerned, and I think this is high time now. He gets some runs for his team.
That's a view of the dressing room. Pakistan manager Salim Altaf. He was pretty happy with himself. Improvised shot there. You see nobody inside the circle at all. And the bowler himself, in fact, has to go around and pick it up. Single. End of another over. I guess India's first objective from here on would be to keep that asking rate just where it is.
Right.
Oh, he chipped that away down on the onside. That certainly wasn't an orthodox shot to play, but very unusual field placement by Moin Khan. Means there's nobody inside the circle at all on the onside. There you can see a view of that one now. Almost all the 4 close-in fielders are all on the offside. And nobody inside the circle on the onside. You can just chip and run one if you want there.
Yeah, but it's going to be difficult. First of all, he's bowling wide outside the off stump, and also the ball is coming too slow, and also the ball is taking a turn a little bit too.
He's bowling a good line so far. Amir Sohail bowling to his field. Not on that occasion, he was just waiting for me to say so. They do this sometimes, these cricketers. They have to hurry for the second run though, but they make it quite easily. Very good effort this by Sanjay Manjrekar, Ajit.
Yes, I think considering the situation when he entered the field, you know, I think it was a very good knock, and he's still going strong, and I hope he keeps cool. That's most important. Because he's
in the air, and he's gone. That is the end of Amir Sohail, and Sanjay Manjrekar is absolutely beside himself with grief. He's played some lovely shots in this innings, but I think that was a pretty indistinguished one. Straight to the fielder, and that is the end of Sanjay Manjrekar. India now 6 down for 143.
Yeah, Sharjah, I think we're just talking that it's staying there was absolutely essential. Just unfortunate for us, I think. But I think he had to take a risk. Just one of those things, I think the ball went straight to the fielder.
So, that is the end of Sanjay Manjrekar. India 144 for 6 from the 35 overs. So you see the helmets are back. There's a certain Wasim Akram who's taken the ball. He's in now to Nayan Mongia. That's a lovely shot from Mongia. Back past the bowler. Mid-on was in, and that's into the boundary for 4 runs. Lovely shot, Ajit.
Yes, I think he specializes in hitting in a V shape, you know. And basically, especially straight drives are really
Another 4 like that in this over, and it's 3 sticks there. I think still I feel that we've got a chance.
Short and rising, and he wants a single there. That would have been dangerous. Call a no ball in any case, so run going up on the board, 148. With him at the other end is Javagal Srinath. He's come up as a batsman in a big way, hasn't he, Ajit?
Very true. I think the moment he realized that his berth in this team is certain, he started concentrating.
Oh, that's gone very high after pitching. It'd be interesting to see the umpire's verdict. In fact, he has called it no ball. Probably just waiting, umpire Robinson, for the verdict from Cyril Mitchell. It was above shoulder high. It's called no ball again.
Yes, talking about Srinath, I think he's really tremendously improved, as far as his batting is concerned. And now he manages to put his head down. He knows exactly he can't get 4 or 6 every ball.
Wasim Akram into him. They in fact crossed over on that no ball, so this is turning out to be a pretty fiery spell from Wasim Akram. He's only bowled, what, 4 overs, I think, so far, so he's got a lot to bowl.
Right, I think he's been kept for a slog overs. I think that's very obvious.
But what a bowler to have, isn't it, Ajit, in the slog overs?
That's true. I think he's the most experienced and most talented bowler. Any team would be proud to have a bowler of his caliber.
150 for India, coming up in 35.1 overs, almost just short of 11 overs for that last 50. There's Wasim. That must have stung Srinath, but they've gone through and completed the single, so he kept his wits around him. Leg by. Doesn't really matter, does it, Ajit, where the runs are coming from, as long as they come.
Very true. As long as you keep the scoreboard ticking, it's most important. There's still, I think, averaging between 7.5 to 8 and all, and I think it should come down a little bit.
And Monga, legs wide apart in his stance. Oh dear, he's played on, has he? He's played on, Nan Monga, and that is the end of India's wicketkeeper. Looking good while it happened. India lost their 7th wicket, 151 for 7, and Monga is out for 17. Perhaps the extra speed of Wasim Akram doing the trick, but now surely it must be all over for India.
Looks like, Harsha. I think that's the last recognized batsman, I think, as far as India is concerned. And now the chances are very dim, or rather bleak, I would say, to get those runs.
In fact, Nan Monga's out hit wicket, just falling back after he had played the shot. So India's 7 wickets gone now for 151.
To have a big back lift. Anil Kumble does have a big back lift. Akram coming around the wicket so that he can be a lot more accurate with it.
That was an unusual run-up, and that really came up at Anil Kumble. No call from the umpires, called because he's a tall man. So after 36 overs, India struggling, 151 for 7.
Oh, that's a painful one. He apologizes. But Srinath doesn't look too well pleased with that.
Well, and it surely will not be, because it's a very awkward delivery to play. The full pitch coming to you above the waist. The umpire, Cyril Mitchell, calling it a no ball, quite rightly too.
Got it. That's his 5th wicket. Akib Javed takes the golden bowl. Srinath is out. India 152 for 8.
And that full pitch followed by a slower one. Javagal Srinath not up to it, scooping it up back for Akib Javed to take that catch. Very simple catch, that. That's the 8th wicket gone for 152.
Chatterjee is the batsman now. that's the catch. The 8th Indian wicket gone.
Just a bit lucky that it was in the air for a long time, so he could sort of stop and reorient himself and go for it, but that doesn't take away from what is a truly remarkable catch.
Aqib to Chatterjee, who gets him away towards deep mid-wicket. The batsmen are going for the second. Brilliant throw from Saeed Anwar. Straight at the wicket. Kumble stranded.
I think Chishti, what did him in was that the throw was direct and Kumble was never going to make it. His only hope lay in the fact that there might be some time gone with the wicketkeeper collecting and taking it off. Maybe inexperience too. They weren't calling at all there, Kumble and Chatterjee.
India 153 for 9. That's the last wicket. Turned away by Chatterjee. He ran the first. Saeed Anwar picking the ball up now, throwing it in, and there was the hesitation there. And the ball coming straight through. Kumble is out. 153 for 9. Aqib now to Parshad, the last man in. The last man in is Parshad. They've just got a leg by. India 154 for 9.
And Chishti, what that means in the immediate context is that Aqib Javed had a very fair chance of equaling and in fact even bettering his career best figures, which are also the best ever in one-day cricket. He can't do that now because he's got 5 wickets and there's just 1 to go.
154 for 9. Aqib to Chatterjee. And they're not going to run for that, I hope. Nadeem Khan, the fielder, at mid-off. Coming down to fine leg. Wasim Akram. Leg buys.
Look at that.
And there are overthrows. In fact, 4 more. 5 leg buys.
Quite a comedy of errors that. He first misfielded a gentle little ball and then in anger almost threw the ball very hard and threw it way away from anybody.
That one almost got away, and I think he threw that almost in disgust. And it ran away to the other end for 4 extra runs.
Well, we've reached that stage in this match when the equations start looking just a bit inequitable. 12.25 that required run rate. And India really not doing too badly if they've been batting first. 4.02. I'm afraid you need to look at that in the context of this match. Here's Amir Sohail is back. It's like a PO for caught behind, but he and Moin Khan seem to be pretty sure of it. So he's waiting for the umpire to give him out, and I'm glad he's allowed himself a little smile at the end because he certainly was convinced that was gone. Umpire Mitchell allows himself a smile too. But here's Amir Sohail. Venkatesh Prasad. Gentle little bat and pad going together there. They've gone up in appeal again. Once again, the umpire says not out. Got the feeling certainly it went straight off pad over there.
That one's off the pad.
Oh, this time he's given it. So finally, the Moin Khan Aqib Javed combination, or rather, Moin Khan Amir Sohail combination has picked up a wicket. Venkatesh Prasad is out, got behind. Pakistan supporters in absolute joy, and India all out for 168, 169 in fact. So victory to Pakistan by 97 runs, and Chishti, their great record at Sharjah against India continues.
That's right, that's been a great victory by Pakistan by 97 runs, and India losing with overs still left.
That's how it happened for Venkatesh Prasad, going for a big one. Just taking the outside edge, so Amir Sohail thought, and so did umpire Sural Bichley. That's it from another angle. Good catch, actually, by Moin Khan, who's actually had a pretty good day in all. And India then all out 169, victory to Pakistan by 97 runs.
Only 2 batsmen managed to withstand the...
Pakistan team is